Good afternoon, Flosstube. Welcome to my channel. I'm Prom Queen Stitcher, Karen. Welcome back. I thought it was about high time I did a video. I don't remember what number this is, but I figured that I'd like to do one before Christmas comes to show you a few of my Christmas pretties. I haven't had a chance to do very much stitching. Arthritis has really taken its toll on these hands of mine, and so it's kind of hard because I've got a couple joints that are pretty stiff, and it's making it harder and harder for me to stitch. But I'm hoping that when the new year starts, I will get in to see a doctor and maybe get a cortisone shot or something to loosen up these joints so it'll be a little bit easier to stitch, because I truly miss it. The one thing that I have stitched in the last few months, or it's one of my whips in process, is this baked goods Stitchery, which is by Little House Needleworks. Here we go. There's the pattern right there, and I don't have that much more to do. Just I'm finishing the gingerbread man there, which of course I had to change colors for, and also the pie and the cupcake down below, and then the border. So there's not that much more to go. Once again, I've used the large count fabric, really easy to see. I think it's a 20 count, and I'm going over 2. I think it's the stuff that a lot of people are making the shepherd's bush stockings out of, and it sure makes it easier to see what you're doing when you're stitching. One of the other things I'd like to show today is one of my favorite pieces from Hands On Design. It's part of the chalk year in chalk design, and I have this displayed on a clipboard in my front room, this piece on Earth, but I haven't gotten it finished yet, obviously. My son is going to come visit the end of December all the way from Ontario, Canada, which I'm very excited to get to see him, and I'm going to get to meet his little girl for the first time. He and his significant other share this little girl. You know, he's talked about adoption, but hasn't quite done it yet. But anyway, I'm finally going to get to meet her face to face. So it'll be really fun to get to see them. And I'm going to ask him to cut some sticky board and stuff for me for a lot of these things that are just kind of hanging around that I don't seem to get to fully finish. And the year in chalk pieces are some of them. What I would like to do today, though, in a minute, is I'm going to show you some of my hand-stitched ornaments that I've acquired through the years, some of which I've stitched and some I've gotten in exchanges along the way. Before I do that, I just want to give one of my favorite stores a plug and tell you how nice it is to be able to patronize them. Target has started the type of deal where, not that you drive up and have your order ready for you that you've already done online, but instead it has you make your order online, non-perishables of course, and then they usually notify me within an hour, maybe 2 hours at the most, that my order is ready, and then I have to go to the service desk to pick it up, but it means I don't have to walk the store. And with these arthritic knees, I'm very grateful for that. So I'm really thrilled with that service, and I tell them every time I go in, oh, I'm so glad you guys are doing this, and I get some help out to my car so I don't have to lift this stuff out of my cart. You know, these are coping mechanisms for those of us who are getting kind of challenged when it comes to mobility, and for that I'm very grateful. You know, it's hard to watch your body decline as you age, but you know, we're so lucky now with the internet, you know, with Amazon. You know, we have a lot of things available to us that 5 years ago weren't even, you know, a possibility. So from that standpoint, you know, if you're physically challenged, now's the time to do it. So anyway, here's some of the things I'd like to show you. These are so loved. I have a little, one of those skinny trees that I may pull out and put it on, since I'm going to have company, you know, my son and you know, my granddaughter just right after Christmas. So I might put a lot of these out on a tree. You know, I normally don't even set one up anymore, but I have things displayed. Here's the very first one. This is one of my favorite ornaments that I've done through the years. It's a drawn thread, and I believe they're called it's called Winter Spot Sampler, and it is so darn cute. I think it might be done on, it looks pretty fine, 32 count or 36. So that's back in the day when these eyes could see better. And then this is the back side of it. So it's one of my very favorite ones. And a friend of mine by the name of Sharon Stevens finished a lot of these. So this is the very first one. A second one, which I think a lot of you will recognize, I believe was a freebie from Lizzie Kate. And the LNS that I used to patronize, that is no longer with us, darn it, used to have like an ornament night that each month we'd do a Christmas ornament. And this is one of the ones that we did. And I thought it was just so cute. And once again, there's the back. And it looks like I've done some overdyed. Looks like this is probably on 32 or 36 count. And I put little metallic right up there on the star. So there's that one. Here's another cute little gent, and I think this was the same type of thing. It was ornament night that we did, and here he is. He's holding the stars, and cute little gingerbread man. And there's the back side right there. So that was a really fun one to get to do. Don't remember who was the designer. Here's another one that, once again, I believe this might have been from Ornament Night. You know, I want to say I did it for at least a year and possibly 2. And it was amazing how many, you know, cool ornaments you could come up with. So that's that one. And it's just plain on the back. But, you know, I think that's what Pam and Stephanie are doing. I think they're doing an ornament a month, and I'm sure that they've had good progress with the ones that they've made too. You know, it's kind of amazing. Now this particular ornament is one I believe I got in an exchange, and I love it. It's got cute finishing along the edges, and on the back side, it's got a couple little. It's got a button there holding the cord on. But I just love the way that this is finished. And you know, to me that looks like it might have been a Lizzie Kate also, but I don't know for certain. Okay, here's another one. Once again, I'm sure that this was from Ornament Night. So Joy and Peace on it. Don't recall who the designer was, but it was a fun one. And this particular one I know for sure is a Judy Whitman. JBW is her name, Designs. And this is one of the ones that I might have done independently, you know, rather than in the class, but don't know for sure. And then there's the back side of it. So it used to be back in the day, what I would do is if I knew I was making an ornament, I would go and I would buy the backing fabric or the pillow fabric, whatever I was going to do first, and then I would match my thread colors. And that way I got the correct red. I didn't stitch with 666 to only find out that, you know what, the 815's closer, you know, type of thing. And that really helped a lot. Here's another cute one that I think this is one that I got in an exchange as well. So it's one of those pencil Christmas trees that are so cute. And then there's the backing fabric. I won't show you all the ones I have. I have quite a few, but I'll show you a few more that I have. This one for sure I know was in the ornament class, the deer right there, and he's done in probably sampler threads or Wheat Dye Works. And I love the shading and the variegation on him. He's just as cute as he can be. And here's the fabric on the back. And this one was kind of neat. I think I have two of these. I have the 1999 one. I think DMC came out with a mini stocking like this yearly, and I thought it was just so cute, and then I put a little pick in it, and I think I fixed a ribbon to it. But I think it's so cute. This is the one with the mistletoe on the front. And oops, I know I have a second one too that I have as a whip somewhere. So that's really very cool. Just something a little bit different. And let's see what else I have over here. Here's another little guy. I believe I got him in exchange too. Little mini stocking, little snowman, so cute. And let's see, let me just show you a couple more. Here's one that I'm sure I got in an exchange that's really cute. Peace on earth, goodwill to men. With a little sheep on it, up on the top next to the weeping willow trees. So that's really fun. And let me show you maybe two more of my very favorites. This one is Peace. I know this was a lavender and lace, one of her freebies, one of her angels that she would distribute. And the back side for this is this, which I think is just so pretty. So let me just show you one more. I've still got a dozen more. Well, I probably got 2 dozen more, but I don't want to totally take up all the time doing this. But here's a snowman. I love snowmen, and probably because living in California, we don't have to put up with it very much, but it's sure fun now. But there he is, and he has like a little tassel on the bottom, and there's the fabric on the back side. I really get a kick out of him. His eyes almost look like he's wearing big old sunglasses. Makes me laugh. So anyway, yeah, these are some of my handmade pretties. You know, Christmas really makes for a good time to showcase, you know, our needlework, things that we do, and you know, they make nice gifts and so on, and so forth. Wanted to give a couple plugs to fellow floss tubers. Priscilla and Chelsea, I can't say enough about them. Every Saturday I'm really excited when their floss tube pops up. I don't think I ever miss watching one of those. I love Just Keep Stitching by Pam and Stephanie. You know, they're a lot of fun. Who else? There's a fairly new one, Diane, Hot Mess Stitcher, I think. No, Hot Mess Princess. That's right. And she's a lot of fun. I think she hasn't been stitching that long, but it's been really fun to see what she comes up with, and to hear about her new kitty cat and so on. Who else? Let's see. Of course, you know, Stitching by the Lake, Marlene, and Kathleen's Trodden Trail, and some of those other folks who are, you know, I can know for sure when I start watching their floss tubes that I'm going to be delighted by what I see. Also, Crafty Cat, she's really good too, and I enjoy seeing the different things that she comes up with as well. And you know, these people start feeling like friends. It's really kind of neat. Speaking of friends, one of the things I wanted to showcase too, because I happen to have around my neck, is my scarf. I wear a lot of scarves because I tend to get chilly, and it's something that if I go into a place and it's overheated or something, I can just pull it off. But it keeps this area around my neck nice and warm. You know, like I said, with arthritis, it's kind of cruel to us at times. But once again, it could be worse. But this is a scarf that my friend knitted for me, and it was a surprise. We belong to a group here at my retirement community, and they would stitch, or they would knit and I would stitch. And she surprised me one day with it. She's since moved away, but every winter as I bring it out, I usually get a picture of myself and say to Carol, "Look, I'm wearing it. I love it." So that's just really cool. Well, folks, it's just about my 15-minute limit here. If I go on too long, it takes me forever to upload, so I'm going to keep it short. This is a busy season for most people anyway, and so they don't need to hear me blathering on. So I wish you all a Merry Christmas if that's what you celebrate. Happy Hanukkah, joyous Kwanzaa. You know, whatever it is that you celebrate, I wish you a good one. And we can all hope and pray that this time of good cheer is a good one for our world. You know, we need it. So anyway, hope it's not so long before I do this again. I appreciate my subscribers and would like a few more. So take good care, everybody. Bye-bye.